It's WNCW. We've got Bonnie Bishop live in the studio and sounding good. You've got to take a minute and introduce all the fine players you got here with you today.
Yes, my privilege. Over here to my right, couldn't go on the road without this guy. We do all of our shows together, acoustic, everything. My right-hand man, Ford Thurston, playing guitar.
Yeah. Sounded great, Ford.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Back there on the keys, that's Mr. Jason Feathers from Ohio. He's playing Mellotron, B3, piano. He's doing it all.
And we should say that we do actually have an organ in here today.
Yeah, we got a full organ
often
in here.
Often it's little keyboards and such, but no. They're doing the heavy lifting here today.
When Jason started playing with me, he made it known that he preferred to travel with his B3 and his Leslie, and that was more than preferred. Like, that was how he was going to do it. He even has his own trailer and van. He does it his own way. So we're really happy to have him and all of his gear.
Yes.
It does make a difference. Back there on the drums from Oxford, Mississippi, that's Ryan Rogers.
All right.
Yeah, holding down that steady beat. And our resident pirate on the bass, Mr. Brian Hinchliff, the bionic bass player.
Arg mateys.
Yes.
Well, obviously everybody's spread out. Are you still in Nashville now?
We function out of Nashville, so yeah. Our stuff is in Nashville.
Yeah,
our bodies are not often in Nashville.
True that. You touched on it earlier about out working in Texas. Kind of placed you in a box.
Well, I placed myself in a box because I made myself, enter into a scene that was an uphill battle from the very beginning. It was also a male-dominated, Texas music scene. But it was great for me. I learned from some amazing songwriters and got to come up with bands who have blown up in that scene and sold millions of records. Everybody from Robert O'Keefe and Jack Ingram and Hayes Carl, the Band of Heathens, Randy Rogers, guys that, had a huge influence on me. And, it was good for me to get my butt kicked too. It wasn't, I come up from a football world, as you probably know.
Mississippi.
Yes, and my stepdad was a very famous college football coach, so I worked on the sidelines of SEC football growing up. So it was kind of a natural transition for me to then try to make it in a male-dominated live music scene in Texas too. So it was good for me. But
tough skin.
I moved to Nashville in 2008 because I wanted to be the best songwriter that I could be, and I wanted to be around the best songwriters in the world who all make their way through Nashville at one point or another. Mm-hmm. And so that was also another butt kicking of a good kind. Got to go there and be challenged to dig deeper and to hone my craft. And so I think the combination of the live work that I did in Texas and really all over the country for 12 years, and then the schooling of Nashville was an excellent combination. And now I'm ready to just be myself.
Now, time to blossom.
I've had all the training. I could be a doctor by now, but nope.
Well,
you've
had some rather large success along the way. Now, Bonnie Raitt covered
we
a
had
tune of yours.
two songs that Bonnie has cut. Has been, definitely that satiated the need to be validated on the songwriting front for sure. Yeah.
Has she offered any sage advice to you?
She's offered a lot of sage advice. Nice. Yeah, some of it was dressing room talk that I can't share, but I did get to spend some time with her after one of her shows in Nashville about 1.5 years ago or 2 years ago, right when I was in the middle of quitting. And she also, laughed at me and was like, what do you mean you don't know if you're going to do music? She just laughed. And then she went on to share with me that, at the same age I was at, she had also stepped away for a couple of years to get her mind right, get her health right. And, took 2 to 3 years away from the business and then came back to make that record with Don Was, which everybody knows what happened after that. She had her first major radio hit at the age of 39.
Right.
So, that alone, seeing that she had been on the road for 22 years, had been duking it out, that was always something that I clung to, over the years, because as a female, I think you feel a lot more pressure, like with your age and your looks and all that stuff. And I'm thankful to be a part of, a generation that I think is changing that, the Alabama Shakes and some of Adele and all that stuff, kind of like blowing the stereotypical female entertainer image
Sure.
away, and I'm grateful for that, because I'm just an all-American girl. Like, I'm barefoot in here, hanging out with my dudes, sleeping on a converted airport shuttle. Like, it's just real. It's really about the music for me, and I think that's what it should be about. And I'm excited to be a part of this change going on in music, where real music is coming to the forefront. And I think my background has, situated me at the perfect time to be here.
Well, I think you along with so many other women performers are providing a real inspiration for youngsters coming up. Confronting the sexism in the industry.
Ageism.
Yeah.
Ageism, I think,
That
is
too.
a bigger issue in music than sexism.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I could ask you there's a loaded question. Your worst experience with a sexist sound engineer, because I've seen a lot of those go down.
Well,
Rutledge.
yeah. Well, there was that guy. He liked me though. He didn't like the guy that came up and said, "Turn up her vocal." But one memory that sticks out to me wasn't a sound engineer. It was a club owner years ago in Texas at a huge venue, and I won't repeat. But we had just come off stage, and we were all excited and felt good about our show, and he was inebriated, to say the least. And he made a joke saying that there had been a big Nashville manager in the audience that night who said, "She's too fat for country music." Oh. And I was like 25 at the time, just kind of like starting out, and it was playing my first opening gig at Billy Bob's, So it was...
Billy Bob's.
Whoops. Yep. So anyways...
It's a different one.
It was a different one.
Really does.
Yeah, so that really stuck with me for a long time, and that kind of like feeds all your own insecurities and stuff like that.
Sure.
So, there are definitely moments like that, but the older I get, the more comfortable I get in my skin, and it's like I don't really care because I can sing.
Right.
It's like...
Yes, ma'am, you can sing, too.
Yeah.
We're chatting with Bonnie Bishop here at WNCW. Got him live in Studio B. Maybe we can twist an arm and get another tune.